So 8 seconds left. This is the last play of the game. Touchdown or nothing here for Texas to send this one to overtime. Arch dropping back, lobbing it up to the end zone. All right, we're here on College Football 26, and we're going to be simulating the career of Arch Manning, one of the more hyped up players coming into this season as he's finally getting that starting role at Texas. Now, I am a bit of a Texas fan, so I'm kind of doing this for myself a little bit. I'm super excited for him to start this year. I think a lot of other Texas fans are as well. So the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to simulate the entire regular season, and then if there's any bowl games / college football playoff games, we will hop in and I will show you the best moments. We'll go over his stats every year and we'll show, award winners, all of that sort of thing. We're going to go ahead and simulate all the way to week 15 as Texas opens up the year against number 3 Ohio State. I'm kind of curious to see how the game is going to simulate that one, but I'll see you in week 15 and we'll go over Arch's stats for this year. Well, we are in week 15 and the Texas Longhorns went 8-4 and finished at the number 24th spot in the nation. That is very interesting, I will say. So they opened up the year with the loss to Ohio State by 8 points, won the next 3, opened up conference play with 2 straight losses, beat Kentucky by, is that a touchdown? Beat Mississippi State by a touchdown, beat Vanderbilt by 3, beat Georgia in Georgia, beat Arkansas by 3, and then ended the year by losing to A&M 42-31. Conference standings wise, they finished 3rd in the conference, so not a terrible year, but kind of not really the year you're hoping for. Now, Arch Manning is still only a sophomore, so he still has 2 years ahead of him, but this is kind of interesting, I will say. Here's Arch Manning's 2026 season as he threw for 24 touchdowns, only threw 3 picks, and threw for 3,000 yards. Doesn't seem too bad. That's about 255 per game. Rushing wise, he ran for 445, which is pretty decent, I would say, for a quarterback. Not too bad of a year all around. Just really 8-4 is not what I'm looking for out of this season, I will say. And while I simulated to week 15 thinking that was the end of the year for everybody, but it was not, and Texas fell all the way down to number 5, which is definitely not ideal, but nevertheless, Texas is going to be playing in the Trans-Perfect Music City Bowl against number 17 Indiana. So this one could be interesting. Let's get into it. All right, we're here in the 4th quarter with a little under 3 minutes remaining. Texas is up by a touchdown, but Indiana has it in their territory. Hand off to the running back. Going to be stopped for 2 yards there. Indiana's going with the hurry up though, as Texas was running away with this one as they went up 35-7, but absolutely choked it off. We got the read option with the quarterback, and he's going all the way to the 15. He fumbles. That's going to stay Indiana football. 2nd and 3 on the 10-yard line. Texas needs to hold him desperately here. Run up the middle, stuffed. Absolutely stuffed. Indiana's going to the hurry up though. Hand off. No, read option. Oh no. And that's going to be a first down for Indiana. 1st and goal at the 5. This one's getting interesting. RPO. Oh. That was so close to being a touchdown. As Colin Simmons goes down. It's probably not incredible. It's a pass. Looks like it's a wide receiver screen of some sorts, and they stop him at the 1-yard line. Hurry up again for Indiana. It's going to be a handoff. And they're there. They hold him to 4th and goal. So it's either a touchdown or nothing here. Game is on the line for Indiana. It's going to be... Oh, wow. Play action, I'm assuming, from Indiana there. Throws it down to the fullback, and they are in the end zone, tying the game at 35-35. Texas is back on the field, led by Arch Manning. If there's any time to shine, it's right here. They're throwing it over to the tight end, and that's like a good 20 yards there. Empty backfield now for Texas. Looks like some sort of screen. Never mind. Straight back to the tight end. It's going to be a gain of about 6 there. Texas does have all 3 of their timeouts, but so does Indiana. 2nd and 4. Arch stepping up, throwing it over the middle to DeAndre Moore, I believe. DeAndre Moore Jr. Texas uses their first timeout. They just need to get into field goal position. They're pretty much there almost. Maybe just another big play right up the middle. 2nd and 10. Again, just need at least like another good 5 yards. Maybe 10 yards to be safe. Arch stepping up. He's going to take off running up the middle. There's space. He's going to slide down at the 13-yard line. If it were me, I would just run out the clock, make Indiana use their last timeout. Don't do nothing stupid, nothing fancy. It is going to be a run. It's going to be a counter. Going to lose a yard, but I don't think it really matters that much. Unfortunately, though, the Texas tight end gets injured, so Indiana doesn't have to use their last timeout. Assume it's going to be another run, so Texas isn't going to be able to wind down the clock that much, and that one is stuffed. Losing 5 yards there as Indiana now uses their last timeout. 3rd and 16. I would just run it again. Nothing fancy. Arch is going to throw it. And, oh my gosh. What a catch by the running back. When Travian Wisner, who cares about kicking the field goal? Just throw it in the end zone. That was a great ball by Arch. And, well, Indiana tried to run it out the end zone on the kickoff, and it didn't work out too well as they're down at the 8 with no timeouts left. 50 seconds remaining. Looks like a RPO bubble screen, not really going anywhere. You hold him here, the game is pretty much over. Dropping back to pass. Over the middle. It's going to be a first down. This game is still much alive. Anything can happen right now. He's going to spike it again. 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line. 76 yards to go. Over the middle again. Gonna gain about 9 there. Is he going to spike it again on 3rd and 1? He is going to spike it again. So 4th and 1. You hold him here. It's game over. Empty backfield for Indiana. Dropping back. A lot of time. Throws it right over the middle. They're kind of moving the ball pretty well right now. But you got to hurry back to the line and spike it. It doesn't look like he's not gonna spike it. Okay. So they're going for it all up the sideline, and that'll be game. As Texas is gonna take home the Trans-Perfect Music Bowl as Arch came up clutch in the final drive of the game. And that'll do it for Arch Manning's sophomore year here at Texas as he officially ends off with 3,348 passing yards, 29 touchdowns, and only 3 interceptions. So that's the touchdown to interception ratio is very good there. And if you're curious who won the national championship in the 2025 season, Oklahoma, number 10 Oklahoma beats number 5 Oregon 28-24, which I don't think anybody's expecting that to happen. So congrats to the Sooners, I guess. We're here in the training results tabs, and quarterback Arch Manning is up to it says 95. Arch Manning goes up to a 95. His accuracies didn't go up at all. His throw power went up 1 though, but his accuracies didn't go up at all. Texas will open up week 1 with a game against Texas State, and they're coming in at number 13, which is kind of weird considering they finished at number 23 last season. If we go over to Heisman watch, if you look at number 5 is Arch Manning. He's behind a lot of great players here like Jeremiah Smith, Ryan Williams, Lenore Sellers, another guy who's in the SEC. But who knows? Maybe this is Arch Manning's year to win that Heisman in his junior year and then maybe come back for his senior year. Let's simulate to week 15. Let's find out what's going on for Texas in the 2026 college football season. Well, we're here in week 15 and Texas is doing 1 game better than they did last year, coming in at 9-3. Over in the conference standings right now, they are number 2. A little bit worse year yards wise, as he's throwing for 400 less yards than what he did last year at week 15. Throwing for 29 touchdowns and only 2 interceptions is very impressive. At a 67% completion rate. Rushing wise, though, is where it got a little bit better. Running for 535 yards this year with 4 touchdowns. Nevertheless, let's simulate to see if Texas is going to be playing in the conference championship in the year 2026. And well, I don't think Texas got to compete in the conference championship unless I accidentally simulated, but I didn't get a notification. They did make the college football playoffs playing number 12 Miami. So this one should be pretty interesting. Okay, so they should have played in it. Maybe, I don't know. They're number 2 in the SEC, but I didn't get a notification that they were playing in it. Yeah, no, they didn't play in the conference championship. I don't know who played in it, but it wasn't Texas. But let's just get to the college football playoffs. Let's see what Arch Manning will do in his first official college football playoff start. Well, it's 33 here in the fourth quarter with a little under 6 minutes remaining. Texas has the ball. They need a first down. Arch throwing to the sideline, and that is caught. Up to the 27. Texas is down 10, so a touchdown here is very crucial. Really just any points here. Hand off to Wisner. That one's going nowhere. Arch sending the tight end in motion. Play action. And that was an interesting play call. I think that was a tight end screen. Not 100% sure there, but that was not the play call. 3rd and 16. I don't know if this is field goal range. I would think it is. Arch throwing to Wisner, and he's going to pick up the first. Now at the 11-yard line. Sending the tight end in motion again. Play action over the middle to the other tight end, and he's in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. Miami here on offense. Holding them here is very crucial. First play is only going for 3, or at least holding them to a field goal, making it a 1-score game still. Dropping back to throw. And I don't know who that is. Brad Spence getting in to sack the quarterback. Because that was a big play on 2nd and 7, making this a very difficult 3rd and 13. Miami's dropping back to pass. The stadium pulse is real in here. And the Texas defensive line is in there again. And Miami's going to have to punt it away here on 4th and 13. Fair catch right at the 37-yard line. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. A little over 4 minutes to go. Handoff to Wisner. Up the middle. There's some space there. And that's going to be a first down. 1st and 10 at the 49. Another handoff to Wisner. And that one's going nowhere. 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line. Well, no read option, and there's a little bit of space. Breaking a tackle down the sideline, and Arch Manning's going to go down at the 19-yard line. Huge play there for Texas, and great play by Arch Manning. 1st and 10 at the 19. Another handoff to Wisner, going to the outside, picking up about 5. Very good run there. 3rd and 2 at the 11-yard line. Arch sending a guy in motion, and it's a jet touch pass, and that's not the play. But Texas will kick the field goal here. Miami back on offense. Down at the 22-yard line. Tie ball game. 2 minutes and 50 seconds remaining. It's going to be a play action over the middle. Wow, and there was 2 Texas jerseys there. Neither of them even tried to bring the tight end down. Miami runs it on the last play, losing 2 yards. 2nd and 12. Still anybody's ball game. Dropping back to pass. Hitting the curl, it seems. That's going to be good for about 9 there. 3rd and 3 now. Very crucial play here. You hold them and get the ball back. Dropping back to pass. Over the middle. He's wide open. Come to the 2-minute warning. Miami, 1st and 10 with 2 minutes left. Sending the running back in motion. Going to throw it over to the running back, and that's going for -1. Miami picks up the first down on their last play. Down at the 28. 2 minutes remaining. 3rd and 10 at the 28. 2 minutes remaining. 3rd and 10 at the 28. 2 minutes remaining. 3rd and 10 at the 28. 2 minutes remaining. 3rd and 10 at the 28. 2 minutes remaining. 3rd and 10 at the 28. 2 minutes remaining. 3rd and 10 at the 28. 2 minutes remaining. 3rd and 10 at the 28. 2 minutes remaining. 3rd and 10 at the 28. 2 minutes remaining. 3rd and 10 at the 28. 2 minutes remaining. 3rd and 10 at the 28. 2 minutes remaining. 3rd and 10 at the 28. 2 minutes remaining. 3rd and 10 at the 28. 2 minutes remaining. 3rd and 10 at the 28. 2 minutes remaining. 3rd and 10 at the 28. 2 minutes remaining. 3rd and 10 at the 28. 2 minutes remaining. 3rd and 10 at the 28. 2 minutes remaining. 3rd and Throw over the middle for 5. As the stadium pulse, it's crazy right now. These Texas fans are hyped. Run up the middle, and that's stuffed. Texas will use a timeout. 3rd and 6 for Miami at the 24-yard line. They are in field goal range. Minute 23 to go. Tight end is in motion. It's going to be a play action over the middle, and they were so close to getting to the quarterback there. All right, so 1st and 10 at the 10. I'm going to assume it's going to be a run here. No. Out to the running back, and that's loss of 1, I believe, as Texas uses their last timeout of the game. Not good that was their last timeout, as now you're just trying to keep them out the end zone. Miami is going to run it up the middle and get into the end zone for a touchdown. All right, here's Arch Manning. 1 minute and 6 to go. 0 timeouts. All the way at the 19-yard line. It's a touchdown or nothing. Going to start it off to the tight end for 3. Hurrying back to the line. You have no other choice here. Empty backfield for Arch. Dropping back to throw it. Over the middle. That's going to be 1st and many more. Got to hurry back to the line. No timeouts. I think they're going to spike it here. Empty backfield look again at the 40-yard line. 44 seconds left. Dropping back to throw. Going to the short pass. Barely missing the 1st down yard marker. Empty backfield again, so they're not going to spike it here on 3rd and inches. Dropping back to throw it right up the middle to the tight end, and that's going to be good enough for a 1st down. Texas spikes it. 2nd and 10 now at the 42-yard line. Need a touchdown desperately here. That's going to be 3rd and inches again. I think you're going to have to go ahead and spike the ball one more time and just make it 4th and inches. They will do just that. So 8 seconds left. This is the last play of the game. Touchdown or nothing here for Texas to send this one to overtime. Arch dropping back, lobbing it up to the end zone, and it's picked off by Miami. And that one will do it as Texas gets upset in the 1st round of the college football playoffs. I'll say it was a valiant effort by Arch. He took it all the way down to around the 40-yard line. You were just one throw away, one catch away from tying this game up. And that'll be it for Texas in the 2026 season, losing in the 1st round of the college football playoffs. And the winner of the 2026 college football national championship is Miami, as they beat number 10 Florida 33-28, as I think that's something to hang your hat on. As I come to the draft results, Arch Manning forgoes his senior season at Texas as he gets drafted in the 2nd round. I honestly think another year would have benefited him greatly, as he probably would have been in the 1st round. And Arch Manning's record over his 2 seasons as a starter at Texas, he went 18-7. So not a bad record. And in his 2 years as a starter, Arch Manning threw for 6,167 passing yards. And he threw for 61 touchdowns and only 6 interceptions. Not a terrible career, but I would have definitely have liked to have seen him stay for his senior year. And I kind of hope he does stay for his senior year in real life, unless he's like a projected first round draft pick. Then I can get behind it a little bit more, but I would like him to stay till his senior year. But here in college football 26, Arch Manning forgoes his senior year, gets drafted in the 2nd round of the 2026 NFL draft. If you did stay all the way to the end of the video, I just want to say thank you for watching my debut video on this channel. I'm going to be posting sports content, mainly coming from games like 2K and college football and Madden, rebuilds, career sims, all that different sort of thing. But go subscribe to my main YouTube channel at Lanky Dude, as I post just a bunch of different gaming videos, more so centered around Minecraft. And if that's something that you're interested in, then please go check out my main channel. Go show some support over there. And I got nothing else to say. Thank you for watching.